afternoon and welcome to Mackerel TV. The headlines for today: child injured as parents squabble. Witness recants statement in Beachy Stout murder trial. Son held after U.S. mother stabbed to death in St. Andrew. A child was reportedly injured when an argument between his parents reportedly turned physical. It was shared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Tuesday that on October 10, the complainant was at the home of the accused, Paul Harper, with whom she shares a 4-year-old son. An argument developed between them as the complainant allegedly took issue with how Harper disciplined and spoke to their child. Harper allegedly hit the complainant, and during the tussle, the child was also injured. The nature of the injuries were not shared in open court. Subsequently, Harper was charged with assault occasioning actual bodily harm and child abuse. He has denied the allegations. The matter was adjourned by Senior Parish Judge Lorian Cole Montague until November 13 to facilitate the attendance of Harper's attorney. He was made the subject of a fingerprint order and was remanded in custody until then. Denville Minot, the second of a long list of witnesses in the Everton Beachy Stout MacDonald murder trial, went back on his word on Tuesday in the Home Circuit Court, Kingston, proclaiming that he lied about the number of times he went to Tonya MacDonald's home in Dolphin Bay, Portland, to have her killed. Tonya was eventually murdered on July 20, 2020, allegedly by Oscar Barnes, after he was subcontracted by Minot to kill her. Minot has always maintained that he was contracted by Beachy Stout to kill Tonya, and because he couldn't stab her and cut her throat, as allegedly requested by Beachy Stout, he hired Barnes to do it. According to Minot, he never went to the house with Mr. Barnes on 4 occasions. He went there on 3 occasions. The 4th time was to kill Mrs. Mack. He drove to Sherwood Forest. Mrs. Mack drove her car. He met her in Port Antonio, Portland. He also stated that he never went to her house at all that day. It was not long after Minot made those pronouncements that the trial encountered a sudden twist. The trial ran into a stumbling block after defense attorney Christopher Townsend discovered a serious issue with the disclosure of statements in the case. A 55-year-old U.S. resident was stabbed to death and her 35-year-old son taken into police custody following an incident on Wavell Avenue, St. Andrew on Monday morning. The dead woman has been identified as Marvel Johnson from Northwest 30th Street in Lauder Lake, Florida. It is understood that a knife believed to be the murder weapon has been seized by the authorities. The suspect is said to be a Mason from Red Hills Road.